Hey there garden fans, and welcome back to the Permaculture Homestead. In today's little 5-minute garden update, I just wanted to show you what is still growing in the heat of the summer here in South Carolina. We've had consecutive 100-degree days, a lot of them, very little rain. I'm pretty much in between seasons right now. Most of the annual vegetables are dead, but I still have this perennial backbone of a forest growing, and it looks different at a lot of different angles. So today I just kind of wanted to give you a ground floor walkabout, general glossing over, and then I wanted to show you what it looks like from above. So the whole idea of using suburban swales to store water has been beneficial. I don't water much at all. In fact, I'm trying to see what plants can get naturalized here, you know, that can take the heat and that can take the drought. And so far I've got this mature canopy of peach trees and elderberry and blackberry that's doing really good. And then this emergent forest is over here. Here's the younger trees. I've got things like persimmon. I have 2 persimmons. Here's a persimmon. There's another one over here. And mulberries. I'm achieving my goals this year by planting more native wild edibles, and the native wild edibles like the mulberries and the persimmons have done the best this year. So this is a year 1 tree. Here's a tree that's 2 years old, peach. And these peach trees were planted the first year I moved in. So you can kind of see the growth. These are the most mature trees, a bigger canopy with a food structure underneath that. We've got all types of blackberries underneath and herbs as well. And I don't plant, all the same plant, of course. I got a fig here. Here's the other mulberry, Pakistani, with herbs. I've got next year's raspberry canes coming in around this tree. So this tree has its own food structure under it. I really like the hyssop. The herbs look great. I'm going to be cutting some flower spikes for teas, spices, stuff like that. So this is the last time you're going to see these like this. I'm actually going to prune it down pretty aggressively and see if the herb will bush back up as an understory to the raspberries. And then the raspberries are an understory to the mulberry. This is a matured food forest though, and you can do it in the suburbs, guys. Let me get to some of the annuals that have died. I've harvested a lot of the sorghum grain, and I know we're not going to have enough grain to store for years and years, but I did this as a project to see how hardy it was and to get an idea of how much I would have to grow. How much acreage do I need to really make sorghum a cash crop in the form of grain and syrup. So I still have this wet area that's housing my 2nd generation of sorghum. It's looking really good. Another goal I've met this year is, once again, the native wild edibles. I've got a lot of moringa popping up. Moringa has been a big blessing here. It's greens when no other greens will grow. The pineapple guava I planted in place of the sea berry. These guys have gotten established, naturalized, and they're pest free. Here's another moringa that's way over my head now, about 8 feet tall. And we harvest the greens and eat them conservatively. I'm not killing it every day, that's for sure. Anyway, this is a short little permaculture, crash course in the suburbs, guys. Companion planting. I'm in between seasons, like I said. A lot of the annuals are dying back. I'm going to come through here and let the chickens work through the food forest, which is kind of what they're doing right now. And I'm going to mulch the whole area again, and I'll plant my fall veggies into this area. So I wanted to end here with an aerial shot of the whole food forest, kind of give you guys a little peek at how it looks. Chickens are doing great over here. Permaculture works, guys. You can cram a lot of food into a small space and get results. This is the oldest part of my yard. And as I pan across, you're going to see the youngest trees. This is basically everything I planted this year. There's mulberries, jujubes, raspberries, persimmon, all down in that area. And as we pan across, I have this giant hedge of elderberry. You can't even see the 2 mature peach trees behind it. And there's a mature fig tree, 3 years old. So I've gotten production off of everything. I post, photos on Facebook, check it out. But I'm expecting this whole yard to get bushy, just like this side is, in another year or so. It's just going to grow across the land. And eventually you won't even be able to see those beehives in the back. All food crops too. Hope you guys enjoy. You got any questions about permaculture in general, just ask, guys. It's part of the mission for me to just share what I can and what I know. We're doing a lot here: chickens, bees, rabbits, and food. God bless. Appreciate y'all watching. Keep in touch.